Welcome to Merry-Go-Round, ladies and gents. We're spawning in the bottom position as the blue Terran player representing TeamLiquid.net. We have Bunny. It's one game apiece, and it all comes down to this game against his opponent here, who's spawning as the red Protoss player representing Carnage Esports. Ladies and gents, we have Eiki. And this is a pretty big deal because the winner of this game goes on to play for 1,750 euros, and the loser of this game goes on to play for 250. That's a big, big difference, guys, and it's all coming down to a single map right now. So, very, very tense times here. Both players taking a game off of each other. Some incredibly exciting TVP, and we'll see what happens here in game number 3. Got the gateway first opening coming out from Eiki, not risking any sort of Nexus first or any crazy shenanigans like that. He is going to be grabbing those units out, of course, trying to play for that anti-Reaper style, getting the Cybernetics core out ASAP as well. So let's go ahead and do just that. And we'll see if we end up going for another Reaper here. But it looks like we have the command center first coming out from Bunny, so he is mixing it up. And, well, we're not going to be seeing the early Reaper here, that's for sure. We will get the barracks to follow it up. We'll be keeping an eye on whether we just have more barracks for additional Marines to try and defend this, or whether we are actually going to see a situation where we just have, I don't know, just Marines, and we don't really have to worry about early game harassment. Eiki is going to be able to scout this second. He hasn't actually spotted his opponents there, so he, of course, by process of elimination, knows that Bunny is currently in the 6 o'clock position. That's fine. No problem whatsoever. And, yep, it's just going to be 2 barracks after the command center goes down. And this probe isn't actually going to be scouting it just yet. He's actually waiting around outside. So he doesn't know what's his what build his opening is gone for. We'll see if he ends up going inside in just a bit, because he doesn't have that scouting information right now. He's just chrono boosting out that mothership core, playing this very, very safe, while Bunny is actually trying to be as macro heavy as possible in this particular game. So here we go, the probe moving in. Can see the orbital command already being produced here at this location. Sees a Marine coming down, and I think now he has to know that that was a command center first. It's very, very early for an orbital command in other builds to already be in production at the natural expansion. So that's got to be a bit of a clue. SCV and probe giving each other a bit of a high five on the way back. And now, I think Eiki can afford to relax a little bit. The Nexus, of course, is about to complete. He's going to try and macro up as quickly as possible. Now we have a Twilight Council coming out for that blink that Protoss love so much against Terran. So, we'll see what kind of dividends that ends up playing. In the meantime, we're now up to 3 barracks. We've got the Tech Lab on the first one. I would not bet against Stim out here. A very, very quiet early game so far from Bunny, has to be said. And generally speaking, neither player is really looking to do catastrophic damage to the other just yet. So we'll just keep going and see what the plan is going to be. Are we really going to see an all-in here, or is Blink, like the last game, going to be used as a platform to go up to those Colossi? It didn't work out very well for Eiki in Game 2, but the 3 Colossus push in Game 1 did incredible amounts of damage to Snute. So it's really touch and go, sort of what these players end up opting for here, but we will find out very, very soon what kind of strategy they're going to be going for. And the well, the Reaper is going to be able to scout absolutely everything inside the main base. I think he's seen the Twilight Council as well. Yeah, he has. Nice and comfortable. And he's going to go down now, but he's done his job. 3 extra gateways are coming up, so just going up to 4. We don't see any 7 or 8 gates or anything crazy like that. And this could be a repeat of the previous game's build. We'll know for sure momentarily. We'll be keeping an eye on a robotics facility, which admittedly is not present yet. So there's still a possibility that it is something else and something that might try and hit a lot harder, a lot earlier. But we will know for sure very soon. Right, scan going down on the Protoss now. It's just at the natural expansion. Doesn't really see anything except a mothership core. The robotics facility has been started, by the way. It's inside the main base. The scan did not see it. Wouldn't be surprised to see a robotics base somewhere here very, very quickly after this completes, if previous games were anything to go by. Blink is now completing for our Protoss, so Eiki is going to be able to be a little bit offensive, be a little bit more creative with his units if he needs to be. Very, very tense situation. Oh, this forward pylon isn't being used just yet, but he is moving out across the middle of the map here. Stim is complete for our Terran. So, potential now for conflict. This Marine does spot the probe. He's going to stim to kill the probe, because you always, always must kill the probe. Unfortunately, the probe is not going to go down. He brought his friends with him. And this could be a big moment in the NorCraft Cup. Are we going to see this bunker go down? There are no SCVs pulled. This bunker will go down. 0 SCVs being pulled to support this right now. And here we go. We have the stim in. We have the mothership core with the time warp. Is this going to be enough? It looks like it's not. The stimmed bio will be enough to hold this, but the bunker has gone down. Will there be any follow-up pressure here? There is the robotics bay we were talking about. Not quite in the location we were thinking. Maybe there, but it is away from the robotics facility. And this will get followed up by Colossus, so he's not potentially looking to end the game right now off of this, but he is trying to do as much damage as he can. Actually, that wasn't particularly cost effective. That time warp maybe could have placed the Stalkers just slightly further back. And now he's going to try and go straight into the main base. There's the offensive blink. Killing off 1 Marine, killing off 2 Marines, and oh no, he's trapped! Blink still a second away, and now he blinks out, but that's a lot of Stalkers going down there. That was not a good move by Eiki. And, well, I think he's going to have to move back now and consolidate with this third base. He's been trying to put on the pressure. More bunkers are going down for Bunny right now. Does he see this observer at the moment? Let's take a look. It's so difficult to spot, but it is there. So it's much, much harder to spot those observers when they're basically not moving. And now he's going to be salvaging those bunkers and moving forward. This is the part where you have to be a little bit careful. I mean, this could just end up being rather scary, to be honest. So let's keep an eye out for where this army ends up going. He's moving into the middle of the map now. Combat shield is done. Concussive shell is done. How many gateways do we have out for our Protoss player? Only 4 with an extra 3 in production. Colossi coming out. Extended thermal lance. Not quite done yet. This Colossus can't go up the cliff. It's probably going to go down here. Stalkers blink down to try and defend it. Unable to do so. Mothership core coming in. It might get sniped off as well. Has it got enough energy for a photon overcharge? It does not. And Bunny is steamrolling in here. It's not enough. GG, and a much shorter game number 3. Liquid Bunny, well, by the skin of his teeth, arguably, in terms of map score, but very convincing game 3 there to cement his spot in the finals, where he is going to be facing off against his teammate. Alright, well played, Bunny. Commiserations to Eiki, but it's not the last we'll see of him.